Only 9 students are number. Oh, earlier, no. 9 the committee. Let us start. So what is presented is clear or not, ma? Koncha dull agirida. It's the PDF
Sir, yes,
format.
blurred out are sir.
Okay, sir. Oral terida illaya?
Somewhat okay, sir.
Okay. So manage it. I'll type it and post once again. Okay. So that polynomial addition is carried out with the help of what is that? With the linked list format. That is the application area where you are applying linked list for getting the result. So it says how we are dividing. இப்போ கொஞ்சம் clear இருக்கா?
Yes, sir.
So it says what is the content of the linked list? Linked list la enna irukku? You say that a list consists of the node and the link part. Adu main adu. A link consists of node and the link part. So this node, it says it is divided into 5 fields. Node mattum 5 fields are we are dividing it. The first field is taken with the power value of x, second value with y, third value is z, fourth value is with the coefficient value, and the last part is the link part for the next node. So this is how it is to be carried out. So before going for this, you should know the representation of polynomial. How the polynomial is represented. This is the location. So the node is divided into 5 fields, x, y, z power values. Fourth one is coefficient value and last one is the link part. For example, 5x cube is given in the form of this word. It is given in this structure 5x cube. 5 is what is the value? 5 is for coefficient value. 3 is for the power value of x. Okay. We are taking 5x cube plus wherever value, that is in the next term. We are going for the next term. For this term, Shalom Raj. So for this term 5x cube, it is given the value of x value mattu x cube, that is the value 3. Y is not having the value 0, z is not having any value, so 0. The coefficient value is 5, so therefore it is given here. And the last part is the link part. So this is how we are representing the values in the polynomials. Salman Sheikh. So if you take the value, example 2x square plus 5xy plus y square plus yz, the linked list, it is represented as 2002 and 2x square. X square value 2 is given here, y and z does not have values, coefficient value is 2, that is given as 2002. 5xy, xy na x power 1, y power 1. So x power 1, y power 1, that is given here. The coefficient value 5 is given there. Z is not having any value, so 0. The next term y square. Y square naka x value is not there, so 0. Y square. Square value of y is 2. Z is not having any value. Coefficient value is 1. So it means 1 y square. That is the value. It should be treated. Plus y z na it's 1 y z. So therefore you say that y power is 1, z power is 1. X is not having any value, so it's 0. Last value is z. That is also 1. So this is how we are representing the values in the polynomial. So it has two functions, polyfront and polylast. So this difference is, so this nx, ny, z are the new values of x value, y value and z value that is replaced with power of x, y and z. So this is the algorithm that is given. So it's not considered for our addition value. So to know how it is inserted or to represent, we are using polyfront and polylast. So that is the two procedures given, polyfront and polylast. So it says polylast inserts the values at the last of each location. Polyfront carries before the each term. So that means it comes in the reverse order. If it is polyfront, it goes in the front order. If it is polylast, it gets in the reverse order.
Sir, presentation went up, sir.
அதான் முடிச்சுட்டு அது வேற பாடம் போடணும். Admit Dinesh. So the function polyfront is given how it is inserted. Polynomials has been added to the list. Its first node pointer as the value null because we are starting at the first location. So therefore, end of the location is indicated with the null pointer. So function polyfront is invoked repeatedly for all the terms. So what are the values that is given here? 2x square plus 5xy plus y square plus yz. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms are given there. So therefore, we have to call the polyfront for 4 times. It should be invoked repeatedly means we should call the polyfront function 4 times to represent this value. நம்ம இப்போ represent தான் பண்றோம். அடிஷனுக்கு இன்னும் போகல. ஸோ இப்போ ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்றதுனாக்கா எப்படி வரும்? 2x square plus 5xy y square plus yz is given in this format. First poly is the external pointer pointing to the term. So அப்போ என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா இங்க yz ல இருந்து வராங்க because we are going to add polyfront. ஃப்ரண்ட்ல தான் ஆட் பண்ண போறோம். So therefore this is taken with the last value of yz. yz போடும்போது x value இல்ல அதனால 0 இருக்கு. Y power 1 z power 1 that is given here. The coefficient value is, if it's not given, it should be treated as 1. So that is given here. So therefore yz is represented as 0, 1, 1, 1. And it says it's indicating the end of the node. So that means yz is represented now. So next you are going to take this value y square. Y square ki nama value varum? X is not having value, so for 0, y is having 2, z is 0, then this coefficient value is 1. That is given here. So before yz we are adding this 0 to 0, 1. So அதுக்கு முன்னாடி 5xy. 5xy போடும்போது this is inserted at the front. So therefore x க்கு 1, y க்கு 1, z is 0, 5 is the coefficient value that is given here. So the last one says 2x square. 2x square is given with the format of 2, 0, 0, 2. which is inserted before. So therefore 2x square plus 5xy plus y square plus yz is represented in the polynomial format as it is given here. Okay. So present. So another one is with the poly end. Poly end says we are inserting at the end of the node. So therefore we start from 2002 and we go for the next term and next term. So 4 times the poly end is also to be called and it is carried out in the forward direction. Poly last போட்டீங்கன்னா forward direction, poly front போட்டீங்கன்னா reverse direction. Okay. So next we go for the polynomial addition. So addition போகும்போது கொஞ்சம் அந்த லாஜிக் மட்டும் சொல்லிடுறேன். You understand that logic. Okay. So the top that we are given is the poly last representation. So this value is nothing but the replacement value. Nx, this is a new term that is given. And this is the power value that what we are replacing. So by after that you will be getting the result this format. எத்தனை term வருதோ அத்தனை term வரும். 1, 2, 3, 5xy, y square, yz. So therefore 1, 2, 3. 3 terms that you are getting. Since there are 3 location 1, 2, 3. 3 terms are there, we are getting as the 3 value. So we are going for the polynomial addition. The condition is given like this. We are going to add 2 terms. One is said to be P term, second term is said to be Q term, and we are going to save it in the third term, which is said to be the R term or resultant term. The first one the P, second one the Q, third one is the R. These two are added and stored in the R polynomial, which is the resultant polynomial. So first term is given as D1, second one is given as D2. D1 le X, Y, Z are given there. D2 le X, Y, Z are there. Okay, is it visible ma? D1 is the first term, D2 is the second term. X, Y, Z are the 3 coefficient values. Here A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 are the power values for first term and second term. எல்லை போட்டோம்னா கரெக்டா இருக்கும் போர்ட்ல போயிட்டு இந்த ரெண்டு டேர்ம் பிரிச்சு போடணும். You have to write separately this first term, second term. D1 x power A1, y power B1, z power C1. D2 x power A2, y power B2, z power C2. The ரெண்டு term தான் bat பண்ண போறோம் and going to get the result. சரி, so the constraint says இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கிறாங்க பாருங்க. What is the first one given there? தெரியுதம்மா? இங்க இது பண்ணி ஹைலைட் பண்ணிக்க பாருங்க. What is it?
Sir, if A1 is
Greater than A2.
greater than A2.
சரி. சரி. So அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுங்க? You are having x values are first compare. இங்க x இருக்கு, இங்க x இருக்கு. So that is A1, A2. So that means if A1 greater than A2 na, then it says first value is greater. Okay. முடிஞ்ச அந்த கண்டிஷன் இப்போ முடிஞ்சிருந்தாங்க. Or if A's are equal, A ரெண்டுமே ஈக்குவலா இருக்கலாம். Then B1 greater than B2. Second constraint B க்கு போறாங்க. Or அத போறாங்க. If B's are equal, B வந்து ஈக்குவலா இருக்கலாம். For example, x power A1 ல 2 இருக்கு plus கீழே x power 2 இருக்கு. அப்ப என்ன வரும் values? If you're adding that, what you'll get? You will get 2x square. Correct, amma? If you are having the value, power value of A1 as 2, A2 as 2, if you are going to add the values, then you get 2x square. That means என்ன ரெண்டுமே ஈக்குவலா இருக்கு, அதனால same values you are getting. அதான் இங்க சொல்றாங்க. Or if you are having A power firstல power 3 தான் இருந்துச்சு, if it's having cubic value, here if it is having the square value, அப்போ A1 is greater, so therefore A1 will be yes ma'am.
Sir, hello, Gayatri.
Yes, சொல்லுங்க. Gayatri வரலையாம்மா? I am not getting the access. Permission வரலையே. Total 15
Okay,
students
sir,
are
I'll
there right
inform.
now. No, ask him to come in the correct link. The link la சொல்லுங்க அவங்கள. சரி. So if A1 is greater than A2, or if A are greater, then B1 may be greater than B2, or if B's are equal. Yes, admitted ma Gayatri.
Okay, sir.
So B's are equal, then if C1 greater than C2, the எல்லா condition check பண்ணிக்கோ. ரைட்டிங்னாக்க போர்ட்லனா ஈஸியா போட்டுலாம். சரி, so first என்னன்னா all the powers are checked from the first term and second term, that is one. So A1 greater than A2, or if A's are equal, B1 greater than B2, or if B's are equal, then C1 greater than C2. The மூணு condition ஆயிடுச்சுனாக்க then it says first polynomial is given in the resultant polynomial because of the first term is greater. சரி. The last constraint says if A1 is equal to A2, B1 equal to B2, and C1 equal to C2, then if the coefficient term does not getting cancelled, D1 minus D2, அது ரெண்டுமே equal, negative values இல்லாம இருந்தா 2x square minus 2x square என்ன வேல்யூ வரும்? We'll be getting the value as 0 because of the negative value it is getting cancelled, so therefore you will be getting 0 and there is no resultant polynomial. So therefore the last constraint says that if D1 plus D2 is not equal to 0, That is also one constraint that is to be carried out. So அப்போ இருக்கிறதுல என்னன்னா x power, y power, z power is calculated and coefficient value d power is also taken for the consideration. So the function is given. What are the functions that is available? Given two polynomials whose first terms are referred by the pointer variable p and the second term is represented with the value q. First term and second term p and q. It is required to add this polynomial and to store the sum in third polynomial, which is represented as R polynomial or the resultant polynomial. So this A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, D1, D2 are the temporary variables. So likewise, we are repeating this polynomial until all the values are getting exhausted. If the powers are equal in the two terms and if the terms are not getting cancelled, D1 plus D2 is not equal to cancel, then says that first term is inserted. Sum of the term is inserted for the polynomial. After that, you have to get the next values. So else, if the power of the first polynomial is greater than the second polynomial, then what you have to do is you have to insert the first polynomial in resultant polynomial. Or if this condition is not satisfied, insert the second term into the resultant polynomial. So the last we are checking for the replacement values. So this procedure helps to solve the problem. R is replaced with null. P save, Q save. All these are the terms that is used for the process. Say, confusion, don't worry about that. R, what is that R? R is the resultant polynomial, third polynomial where we are going to store the result. So therefore at the first stage it is null. P and Q are, you know what is that? P is the first term, Q is the second term, polynomial. Term or polynomial, P is first polynomial, Q is second polynomial. So this is going to be the temporary variable where we are going to replace. P is first term, Q is second term, R is the resultant term. Term. The repeatant process says null, until it reaches null, we are going to repeat the process. So what is given there? A1, A1 is replaced with the A1 replaced with power of x of p. X of p na first term oda x value kudukranga. That is A1. A2 that is the x value of second term, Q term. B1 is the power of y of the first term. B2 is the power of y of second term. Likewise, C1 is power of z of first value. C2 is the power of z of second term. Repeat. P is the first term, Q is the second term. The same thing is repeated for all the values A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, PQ, PQ, PQ. Power of X, power of X, power of Y, power of Y, power of Z, power of Z. D1 is the coefficient of first value. D2 is the coefficient of second value. முன்னாடி சொன்ன கன்ஸ்ட்ரெயின் திருப்பி கொண்டு வராங்க பாருங்க. A1 equal to A2 and B1 equal to B2 and C1 equal to C2 எல்லாம் ஈக்குவலா இருக்கு. Then if D1 plus D2 is not negative value, that is not equal to 0, then resultant value is replaced with polyend. Using polyend as the function A1, B1, C1. Then D1 plus D2 is added. D1 plus D2. They are taking the next term. Then replace. P is taking the next value. Q is taking the next value. And checking for the constraint. Second constraint A1 greater than A2 or first or A may be equal and B1 may be greater than B2. This is constraint. First A1 greater than A2 is the single constraint, or A1 may be equal and B1 may be greater than B2, or this is the third constraint. A1 may be equal to A2 and B1 may be equal to B2, and last C1 may be greater than C2. The constraint in this that means first term is replacing or greater value. So therefore, R is replaced with first values A1, B1, C1, D1 at the resultant polynomial. Okay. Else on the constraints, this satisfy. Else we are taking the second polynomial, which is nothing but A2, B2, C2, D2. This is the logic where the constraint correct if this constraint says satisfies, it is first polynomial, or else it is second polynomial. Okay. Logic. These are the values for power values, coefficient and power values. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. All the values, then these two constraints alone. Equal values are in the first polynomial. Or else if it is getting in this constraint, first polynomial, or it is second polynomial. The example it will be easy to sort it. Class. No reply. Class disturbance or sound. Okay, sir. So I think we can conclude session. The attendance number note பண்ணிட்டீங்களா 17.
Yes, sir. I have noted, sir.
17 at the Amarnath, Arvind, Dennis, Gayatri, Rice, Harish, Kirtana, Mushina, Roshni, Kritika, Salman Sheikh, Salam Raj, Sriram, Stephen Raj, Sumaya. Okay, students. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Welcome,
sir.
welcome. Welcome, ma'am.